It's June 1st, close to 5, almost 5 in the morning. It's not early for me. My eyes are puffy. It's just this wonderful poison ivy that I've been given. So, what was this all about? The videos, the talk, learning about stone energy. This was all to help you understand who you are, where you came from, what's really been going on. This false prayer concept. If something's thanking you, being nice to you, then thank them. But if it's not being nice to you, why would you thank them? Therefore, if someone's treating you like shit, why would you praise it? This is not my work this life, thank you, was not about going against religions. They're absurd. It's just understanding what's really been going on and why they're absurd. Come on, heart, hang in there, buddy. So anyway, it was learning who you really are. And the fact that you've been trapped in a body. You think to have your own life, and that's what we do with it while we're here as best we can. But it was to torture you, to abuse you as much as possible while you were in that body, to make you bigger and stronger, to create more praise machines for the original first being male and female, now dead. It was important for you to have access to the truth of what's been going on since the very beginning, how it came together. I've done everything I could while in body to make that as accurate as possible in these books. I expect there'll be one last book written, maybe more, by Deanna. I know other people are going to write them too. I know it for a fact. But if you take all of that, everything I've done, and try to break it down into what and why, the spheres, the stones, the rune cards, everything's been to help you awaken into who you are so that you can see things for yourself. I've stated that, I don't know how many years ago. 10 years ago? 9 years ago. That's important for you as much as possible. These new bodies that we're going to be having, energy bodies, we're getting away from the physical bodies. It'll be about 2,000 years. That being the case, why? And why bother telling you about it now? I want you to have a heads up. I want you to understand that as hard as it is for you to understand what it's, to see the other side and everything else, it's going to become much easier while you're in a body. However, even this last alliance that I set up with other people, people in a body, there's 2 seats there that are part of this round table, and Arrow and Lily are on it to listen. There's another alliance coming where the different fields of spirit, who you really are inside, the different fields, they'll be at a table talking with the humans that are the different forms of humans, not just from Earth, from everywhere, including the Drak, the Serpoian, the Lurian, Anunnaki, all of us. And there will be open communication between people while they're in a body, physical body, having a life. and then when they're spirit. And as the physical bodies go away, the communication will be, it's like opening up a door, or being in college and getting on the phone and talking to mom and dad on Skype or whatever. This is to help us understand what's going on. This is to break away from the physical bodies that are nothing but abusive, never should have been made in the first place. Telling you about the first dimension and the new beings there. The physical body is evolving until they go away. Why is that? Why not just get rid of them now? They need to develop into the best they can be before they're taken away, and then everything's in these new spirit bodies. So if you take the bodies and you evolve them into all they can be, and then you see the physical body at its best, and then you see the next stage, these other new first beings, the 4 new ones that are in there, they're going to understand why that the physical bodies, even at their best, have no purpose. Remember, in many ways, they're children, okay? First dimension, we have 5 first beings, the ones we came from, and the other 4 that are in there. That's the end of it. No more. The energy fields that are in there, as we develop as ourselves, spirit, having lives, which is important, but lives that are compassionate, non-aggressive towards each other, aggressive to become who they are, but not abusive aggressive. That'll be that, and the mainstay of compassion and love that'll be taken care of by Lily, and of course the protection part by Ara. This is how we're going to move together. The new creation, there'll be 5 first beings. In the way things are set up in creation, not just the 3rd dimension here, but creation, 5 literally stands for movement, like physical movement. So, development. Anyway, and then the energies that are in there we will use later, with consent from each other for the most part, to enhance ourselves where we need it more. And there's more to creation than what you've been aware of and what I've talked to, and we'll just let that go for now. That's not for now. That's not for maybe 2,000 years. So it'd be nice if this could happen overnight, but it takes more than that. I also wanted you to be ready for our ET family members as they join us here on Earth. And then creation itself will keep going, so will you. Just keep going, keep developing. But at a healthy, normal, normal, non-abusive rate. And that's it. It's time for change. Change always happens. You can't stop it. But it's time for some serious change. It's time for creation to grow into what it needs to be. Something that can get along with itself, something that's in charge of itself, and not what somebody wants, other than for the good health and functioning of all that's in it. Anyway, that I wanted to leave you with. That's where everything's going. That's the end game. And it'll keep going like that. So, these physical lives you're having are real, but your real life is yourself as spirit. And that's going to keep getting better. That's where we came from. The information I gave you, all of it tells you where we came from, how we got to this point, and where we're going. And that's why I had to come back one last time. So, when y'all get home, I'll be there. And it'll be better than you've ever had it before. Why? Because you're not going to be controlled. Because you're not going to be made to do things that you know are wrong. Because it's known to bow to. It's about time. Anyway, that's what all this was about. Folks, love you, man. See you soon.